Hi, I'm Mikey, and I'm an Ohio medical cannabis user. If we were not intended to use cannabis, why are our bodies loaded with specialized receptors designed only to attach to cannabinoids? Cannabis was placed here for our consumption by God, as alluded to in Genesis 1:29. And God saith unto Adam, Behold, I have given you every herb-bearing seed which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree in which the fruit of a tree yielding seed, to you it shall be as meat. Cannabis is of the seed and is of this earth, and is fruitful and multiplies without tending. It harbors none, and it has an infinite amount of medical possibilities. God and compassion walk hand in hand in our world, as epitomized by the care with which we regard each other in illness and in health. Billions of dollars in donations and other types of aid are given to those in need. The more hopeless the cause, the greater the outpouring of aid. It is this compassion in which we, the advocates of medicalized marijuana, make our stand. This is not a political issue. Medical marijuana is a medical issue and a compassion issue. We would not deny antibiotics to someone with an infection, and we certainly wouldn't consult a politician for treatment of a cancer. The doctors have spoken, when they've been allowed to, about the generally benign properties of cannabis and its many benefits. In most states, it is illegal for doctors to even bring up marijuana as a treatment option, and it is just as illegal for a patient to suggest it to their doctors. This underground chemical bigotry discourages many who are in great need from getting the treatment they deserve. Most people would find that many of the pills and potions that they consume for various maladies would become unnecessary or at least reduced with the addition of cannabis to their personal health regimen. The really sad part is, our government leaders have had definitive proof of this since 1999, when the government-sanctioned and funded Institute of Medicine released their report on the medical benefits of marijuana. This was given just as much publicity as every other study that shows marijuana to be beneficial. That is none. Our government lies about cannabis just like they lied about Saddam having weapons of mass destruction. They are driven to this by a small group of very old and extremely wealthy people who refuse to look at pot as anything but a drug akin to heroin and cocaine. They are also driven to lie by the large drug companies, whose profits would be severely slashed if everyone started growing and consuming cannabis instead of purchasing their overpriced wares. Unlike these big drug companies, marijuana has never, in the recorded history of man, caused an overdose death. In a laboratory study, mice and rats were given the equivalent of a 40-pound bale of marijuana. They got really stoned, but none even came close to dying from it. They just got the munchies. Yet our government refuses to reschedule marijuana from a Class 1 narcotic, which means it's highly addictive and has no medical benefit. Current studies show that marijuana causes psychological addiction in less than 0.5% of people that use it regularly, and causes no physical addictions of any type. The medical benefits are still being discovered, as marijuana has over 400 constituent chemicals. Cannabis has been proven to ease pain, stop muscle spasms, reduce nausea, aid those with psychological problems, and help those with eating disorder caused by AIDS and chemotherapy treatments. Even the churches across the nation are coming out in favor of medicalized marijuana, or the legalization of cannabis for all purposes. They feel the prosecution is more harmful than any amount of consumption, be it for medical reasons or otherwise. Call or write your state representatives and demand the truth. Please support the Ohio Patients Network. We're here for you.